Is there a best hearing aid? Simple answer is yes. But actual question we should be asking is how to find this best hearing aid. Unfortunately, more than 70% of the patients are ending up with not so good hearing aids or wrong hearing aids because lack of knowledge among patients and a few mistakes. This does not only waste your money but may also further damage your hearing in the long run. By the way, if you haven't watched our severe effects of choosing wrong hearing aids yet, pause this video and first watch that video to understand why it is so important to choose the right hearing aid if not the best. Links are in description and above cards. So today let's find out the process of how to find the best hearing aid. Yes, you heard it right. It is a process but not just a device. And also learn some of the common mistakes to avoid while purchasing a hearing aid. Hello and Namaste. I'm Dr. Yugandhar Ramakrishna, Professor, Scientist and Doctor of Audiology. There are a dozen of hearing aid manufacturers and hundreds of hearing aid models available in market every year. It is very difficult for a common person to find the best hearing aid among these options. See, when it comes to hearing aids, I'm a professor first and Doctor of Audiology second. As a professor, my job is to teach upcoming audiologists on how to find the best hearing aids based on patients' hearing loss and their needs, then how to fit it properly to help the patients. However, when it comes to the reality in the market, it doesn't work that way. There are a lot of influences like ads from manufacturers, discounts, doctor referral fee, lack of knowledge, and many more. Today, as a doctor of audiology and as a professor, I'll tell you the steps to find the best hearing aid and how to avoid costly mistakes. Based on how patients purchase hearing aids, we can categorize them into two groups. The first one are the patients that do a little research on Google and decide the best hearing aid based on what they read. The second and the most common are patients referred by ENT doctors to an audiologist. If you belong to the first category, like many of us, you may also use Google, right? So let's Google for best hearing aids. There are so many sponsored links. We see many ads, articles, and blogs claiming best hearing aids. But let's focus on the popular Forbes Health website. We see a list of best hearing aids for over-the-counter and for prescription hearing aids. Over-the-counter hearing aids are not available in India yet, so let's not worry about that. Now let's move on to the prescription hearing aids, which is commonly available in India. So here it says best hearing aids of 2024. The list has best hearing aids in several categories. Let's look into that. The first category is best universal Bluetooth hearing aid. This category doesn't make any sense in 2024. You're searching for best hearing aid to hear better and to prevent any further damage to the hearing. Don't get me wrong. Bluetooth is also important, and most importantly, this is 2024. All hearing aids do have Bluetooth as standard, and there is no point of actually categorizing specifically for best Bluetooth. Anyway, the second category is severe to profound hearing loss. This definitely makes sense because for profound to severe hearing loss, we need high power hearing aids, and regular RICs, smaller CAC hearing aids does not work. We see Phonak NIDA Paradise as the best hearing aid for severe to profound hearing loss. Is it really the best? I will get back to this in few moments. The third category is best for personal health monitoring, meaning these hearing aids have health features as we see in Apple Watch, like fall reduction, walking step counting options, and many more. Again, coming to the basics, you need best hearing device that help you hear comfortably, but the other feature comes next. So let's move on to the next category. Best prescription option for mild to moderate hearing loss. And it is awarded to Signia Pure Charge and Go AX2 from Signia brand. More than 70% of the population with hearing loss belong to this category of hearing loss. But is it really the best hearing aid? Again, I'll get back to you in a moment. One of the important categories is tinnitus. The award was given to Widex Moment. People with tinnitus do need tinnitus features in hearing aids to help them with the ringing sensation. Again, the question is this really the best hearing aid for tinnitus? Okay, now let's see why this may not be the best hearing aids for more than 70% of the patients. Remember this percentage, more than 70%. It may not be the best hearing aid for you. Let me show you how. As per Forbes, the best hearing aid for severe to profound hearing loss is from Phonak, and the model is NIDA Paradise. For mild to moderate, it is Signia Pure Charge and Go. And for tinnitus, it is Widex Moment. Now, let's say if these hearing aids are indeed the best in their category. If you try these hearing aids with other competitive hearing aid models, if not 70%, at least more than 50% of patients should prefer these hearing aids, right? Let's see if that is the case in real world. To prove this, I'm going to show you a small research results. To find out the best, we need to do an advanced hearing aid trial. Our advanced hearing aid trial process includes programming at least 2 to 3 hearing aids from different manufacturers. And we blind it by not showing which manufacturer we're actually fitting. Then we score the hearing aid performance in 2 stages. First is subjective, meaning patient will give a score based on how they hear and how comfortable it is. In second stage, we take the client to audio booth and measure how well they perform when we present some words and score them in percentage. Now we combine both patient scores and test scores and finally see which hearing aid is best for the patient. For severe to profound hearing loss category, we shortlisted 3 hearing aids from different manufacturers based on their requirements, and we tested them through our advanced hearing aid trial on 120 patients. For this, we used Phonak Naida Paradise, which was the best decided by Forbes. The second was Oticon Exceed, third is Resound Enzo, and fourth is Widex Moment BTE. Do you want to see how many people agreed with Forbes or anyone that claims as best hearing aid? Let's see the results. 31 preferred Phonak, 32 Oticon, 29 Resound, and 28 Widex. Now you see, only 25% choose the Phonak as the best hearing aid for severe to profound hearing loss. For mild to moderate, we also tested on 120 patients. We tested 5 different manufacturer hearing aids. And 24 chose Phonak, 26 Oticon, 24 Resound, 23 Signia, and 23 Widex. As you can see, only 22.5% people selected Signia as best hearing aid in this category. In fact, none of these hearing aids show higher percentage. For tinnitus, we used another 120 patients, and here are the results. 27 Phonak, 31 Oticon, 29 Resound, 32 Widex. Again, as you can see, only 27% chose Widex as the best hearing aid for tinnitus. Then what is the best hearing aid? Confused? Best hearing aid is not decided by either me or a random reviewer on any website. It is you as patient to decide which is the best hearing aid for you. Remember, every person is different and the ears and hearing also differ from each other. That is the reason why you can clearly see there is no specific hearing aid that can be awarded as best hearing aid. There is only one way to find out the best. That is through proper hearing aid trial and by using at least 2 to 3 different hearing aid manufacturers. If for any reason you were given trial with only one, the chances are that you are not getting the best hearing aid by 75%. Now let's talk about the second and most common way of purchasing hearing aids. That is you being referred by ENT doctors to an audiologist for hearing aids. As part of these referrals, most of the time you may not have proper hearing aid trial, and patients will not have any knowledge regarding hearing aids. In my experience, most of these clinics only deal with single manufacturer. Because of this, patient may end up with wrong hearing aids. This is one of the biggest problem in current market, and people end up wasting their money and stop using these hearing aids within first few weeks of purchasing. Finally, the common mistakes to avoid. Either you belong to the first category that do a little research on Google or belong to second category of patients referred by ENT doctors. These are the points to remember to avoid the mistakes to find the best hearing aid. First, never trust anyone that says they have the best hearing aids without trying them, that including me. You must be the one to decide that by trying at least 2 different manufacturers, not within the same manufacturer. Second, avoid hospitals, clinics, or hearing aid centers that deal with only one manufacturer and claim their manufacturer is the best even if it is referred by your ENT doctor. Third, find out whether if the audiologist has proper credentials or if they are technicians. Because it is not how expensive the hearing aids are, it is the professional knowledge that makes the hearing aids better. Even if you spend lakhs of rupees in wrong clinic, you may not get the best results. Fourth, avoid steep discounted hearing aids as they may not be the best hearing aids anymore. Fifth, don't trust ads blindly or marketing stuff without trying them. Well, that's it. I hope this helps you finally understand how to find the best hearing aid. Don't let ads, sponsored articles, or other marketing strategies brainwash you. It is your hearing health that you are putting risk at, and it could be very expensive. That's all for today, and we'll see you on a different video. Thank you, and don't forget to share and subscribe our channel for more informational video.